Sporting the I Love New York t-shirt is the Crusader of old school, Ian Daniels. The straight-edge wrestler is here to proclaim New York being the greatest state in the country. And, you know, you can have your opinions all you want about how great New York is. Bottom line is, a lot of Vermont people don't take to it too well. But Ian, of course, is willing to get under their skin. I don't think he really has to do much. Just wearing a simple t-shirt, I think, will further their angst with this young individual. I.B. Green. Young man making his debut with IYFW tonight. Just like we saw with Cryptic Keegan earlier on, another new face here at IYFW. And, okay. I.B. Green is the individual. He likes to go out there and have fun. Definitely likes to say hi to the crowd in his own unique fashion. I still cannot believe the action we see here tonight. We've seen Vigo, Burt Williams, unfortunately not captured the IWF Tag Team titles. Super Beast physically assaulting Etanna at ringside. And also earlier on tonight we saw that highly emotional, intense interview between H.C. Loca and Max Burton. That match is coming up next. And of course J.P. Black taking on Franz Roddy in the main event tonight for the IWF Championship, a rematch for Coronation Weekend. Oh, sorry I.B. Green, I think you took a little too long with your intro.
Hey, the guy in the green, look who's still back now. Hey, Ash, put your mouth right there. You're like 14 and you got 3 teeth. Hey, stupid! Come over here and hold these down. Are you stupid? You look stupid. Come on, hold these down.
Well, I'll tell you, the way I.B. Green and Ian Daniels act in the ring, I don't really know if I'm going to be able to get a lot of commentary in. They might be doing their own commentary. Like, give me a little bit of a break here. I can get a smoke in. And I.B. Green has gotten in the ring. You can all go home now. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, you guys want to see me chop this?
Yes!
I'm gonna have to chop.
Guys, get rid of the puke.
Referee Jonathan Ash assigned this matchup. I don't envy his job here. I.B. Green giving the cameraman on the floor a little bit of a hard time, it seems. And time for... Okay. Well, I guess this is how you get checked in Elmira, New York.
You know how to check me. You've done it before in a hotel.
No comment needed on that one.
That's for a different story at a different time. Hey, you need to spy. I'm serious. I'll come up there and sit with you. If you don't enjoy this, you're not going to enjoy anything else.
Oh, Ian Daniels behind I.B. Green's back. Once again doing the old stuff in his boots. The referee caught it, and he put it in the other boot. You know, Ian needs to get better at doing this because he gets caught every time. I.B. Green busy getting to know the fans here at ringside. Nothing wrong with that. And I think, yes, the bell has sounded. This match is officially underway.
Look at this bicep, man. I'm not going to get a deal with him on that.
In case you're still wondering, I am still here watching this. I'm just as flabbergasted as all of you are just watching this matchup.
I'm not wrestling, I'm an entertainer. Wrestlers are back there.
And another lockout. Ivy Green now pounds away at the arm of Ian Daniels. Looks like I can do my job now. And that looks a little on the nasty side to me. And probably definitely on the nasty side to Ian Daniels. Jonathan Ash does not want to smell the hand of Ian Daniels after it's been down dwelling in the nether regions of IB Green. But Ian Daniels wants a tissue? He's trying to wipe his hand on the fans. Whoa! Ian Daniels just received a hard chop to the back from IB Green. And I don't think IB Green subscribes to the straight edge lifestyle. IB Green needs some water. Anybody got some water? Oh, right there to meet him was Ian. And Daniels scrapes the bootlaces on the face of IB Green. Posing he was, yeah, along with a blatant chokehold. And again, his arms were too short to help him. I'll tell you folks, I can't really say much more than you can just see in the ring right now. And yes, IB Green hates Boston. He hates the Red Sox. He loves the Yankees. Send all your hate mail to his MySpace, please. What is Ian Daniels doing now? Staying there posing. IB Green is, walks right into a right hand from the Crusader of Old School. And drops a knee now. Another cover. Okay, 5 2 counts in a row, and IB Green, I guess, is a winner. And both men need a break. Both men need a break. But IB Green delivers another stinging chop to the back of Ian Daniels. Snapmare takeover, and Ian drops an elbow. A partial cover and a kick out by IB Green. Ian Daniels now, standing on the second turnbuckle. Comes down with a leg drop, and Ian, that was the second rope, not the top rope. Anyway, IB Green kicks out of the leg drop. And a trade of breaks. Both men are blind, they can't see each other. Ian's punching a ghost. Not sure what exactly that was. Oh, okay, thank you for answering my question. There's another cover. And once again, IB Green kicks out. Snapmares IB Green over, and this is a grenade. Ian's got a grenade, folks. And IB Green's blocking him throwing the grenade. Oh no, it's loose. Look out! Yeah, that's what I thought. And another chop to Ian's back. And another thunderous one to the front.
Kick his ass.
Ian gets set for the ride. And IB Green fires in with a clothesline. Picks Ian up. Nails with a choke slam. Cover. And this match is over. IB Green gains the victory in his debut here in IYW, ending probably one of the goofiest matches I've ever had the privilege of commentating or not. But coming up next, folks, is a match you are definitely not going to want to miss. It is all about the Holiday Invasion, H.C. Loca and Max Burton.
And we're here at WCWA Snow Brawl. As you see, the young woman dressed as Santa's little helper at ringside. And this is the Star Maker, Aaron Morrison. Obviously a decent guy. He's a big fan of Black Flag. You can see it there on his singlet, and he's using one of their songs as entrance music. Aaron Morrison, a long-time veteran of the New England independent scene. He's been wrestling for somewhat around 13 to 14 years. Kevin Landry's right-hand man in their training center. He knows his way around the ring. He has seen it and done it all here in the New England independent scene. He is a well-traveled and well-schooled veteran. Look at him tip-top shape today. But the man he's facing, well, he is the star of this DVD series we are putting together. The fans not really behind Aaron Morrison. And here comes Ian Daniels. Slapping hands with the fans at ringside. This is very, very unlike standard Ian Daniels behavior. Maybe just trying to make a good impression here in Connecticut. And the fans solidly behind Ian Daniels. This certainly an unusual change. Your referee for this match is Holyoke Joe. The Anarchist Ian Daniels challenging the Star Maker, Aaron Morrison. Both men lock up, honorable tie-up. Aaron Morrison takes the arm of Ian Daniels, dead center of the ring. But Daniels, you see there, takes it back. And now Aaron Morrison takes it again and now applies a hammerlock. Daniels is going to take out the legs, but Morrison, as I've said, he has been around, he has seen it all. Ian with a good reversal into a hammerlock of his own and applies a side headlock. Morrison sends Daniels into the ropes. Shoulder block. Daniels hits the ropes. Comes back. Morrison hip toss. Takes Daniels over and immediately goes for a cover. Daniels caught by surprise there, and now Aaron Morrison again with the wrist lock. Wrenching into that arm. Daniels now sends Morrison off. Drops down. Big arm drag. High hip toss takeover. Scoop and a slam. Daniels going for the cover. 2 count only by Holyoke Joe. Side headlock takeover by Ian Daniels. Again, folks, we've seen many sides of Ian Daniels on this DVD. We've seen brawls. We've seen him use illegal tactics such as a chain, such as choking an opponent, such as powder in the eyes. But here, showing his technical wrestling expertise. Up and over on Aaron Morrison. Oh! Daniels caught with 2 elbows. Aaron now picking him up. Belly to back suplex. Now Aaron going over for cover. Daniels rolling the left shoulder off the mat. Aaron Morrison, you see her complaining to Holyoke Joe. And Aaron Morrison taking a page out of the Ian Daniels playbook with a wrench of the eyes with the bootlaces. Knife edge chop. Solid strike to Ian Daniels' chest. And a big right hand by Morrison. 2. Daniels taking off his feet with that. Daniels too close to the ropes there. Aaron Morrison, being the wily veteran that he is, should know that in order to pin a man, you have to get him firmly away from the ropes. 3 right hands. Daniels now backs Morrison into the ropes. Reversal on the Irish whip. Back elbow. Daniels again taken off of his feet. And if I'm not mistaken, Aaron Morrison just threw his gum at one of our many young fans here at ringside for WCWA Snow Brawl. Snapmare takeover and a rear chin lock by Morrison. And the fans rallying behind Daniels as he attempts to work his way out of the rear chin lock by Aaron Morrison. 2 elbows to the gut. Daniels hits the ropes, but is caught with the Rydeen bomb by Aaron Morrison. That one really seemed to take the wind out of the sails of Ian Daniels as he just barely was able to roll the left shoulder up. That move has put many a man away. No, Daniels going for the sunset flip. Morrison goes to drop the earthquake splash. Nobody home for that one. Daniels now charging clothesline. A second charging clothesline. Daniels off of his feet with a high cross body block. Daniels with the boot. Sends him in. Could be going for the double knee charge. No, Morrison out of the way. Schoolboy. And you saw there, folks, clearly Morrison's feet on the second rope. Well, they say karma sometimes giveth and sometimes taketh away. And Daniels was just beaten with a tactic he has used many times in the past. Maybe a new leaf turned over tonight trying to play by the rules, but to no avail as Aaron Morrison picks up the victory.
Your presence is not necessary. So this is the hustling, bustling metropolis that is Amsterdam. Let me ask you guys a question. Would anybody like an Ian Daniels t-shirt? merchandise table. Now, oh, that's so bad. Now, for those who don't know, and who haven't looked at the website, I was not even booked on this show tonight, which is a travesty of justice that I was not here. That's a fantastic t-shirt there, sir. Straight. And Alan's here to run this place. Unfortunately for this town, and you know, it gets its lovely name of Amsterico, and the blacks are here tonight to take over this place. Damn straight. Now, I have no idea if there even is anybody back in that locker room that would like to have a match with Ian Daniels, because everybody that ever has had a match with Ian Daniels has been beaten up, dragged around this ring, and left bloody and crying for their mom. There was an inbred child who was making me very upset in the front row. Security, can you please deal with him? Who said you should have been born? Shut up. No, this isn't my music. Stop playing this. I wasn't done yet. Hey, don't touch my news. That costs $50 an hour, sir. A proud answer.
Yeah. All right there, Junior. You know what? You got my attention, because that's what you wanted, didn't you? Oh. You know what's funny about that? I'm shaved and you're balding. You only overpaid by about $4.98. You're good to go. But listen here now. I see what your angle is here. You knew that if you came out here and you ran these people down, I would have to react because I am one of these people here. This is a very intimate crowd for me. My wife is here, my sons are here, I have grandchildren here. And actually, I have a whole lot of really good friends here too. So I guess, you know what gets me, guys? At my old age, every time I come to do one of these shows, somebody wants to beat me up. And you know what the catch is? It's never somebody who can do it. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, I'm going to do something that's not usually done in wrestling ring, because the world is full of smarts today. Does anybody know what a smart is? I know. That's a smart mark, right? Everybody thinks they know the wrestling business because they read the internet and they watch the secrets of pro wrestling. Well, sometimes things happen that we don't know about. Because this green machine here is not supposed to be out here tonight.
Don't make me mad. It deserves to be out here.
And that's what we call freelancing it. And you know what?
He put my ass in the seat.
At my age, doing this for 30 years, my body hurts all the time. I'm kind of irritable. I really don't have a lot of patience for it.
Been doing this for 30 years. I'm not even 30 years old yet. What could you possibly do to me that's going to hurt me? Your brittle bones and your irritable bowel syndrome you were just talking about, what are you possibly going to do to hurt me, tough guy?
Nothing.
Let me tell you something. Irritable bowel syndrome could be a potent weapon if used properly. But I'll tell you what, you want to know what you didn't research well. I don't even know who you are now. I mean, you look like you should be in line at a Justin Bieber concert or something.
Let's see if these sheep over here know who I am. What's my name?
I'm sorry, what was that? You really think I can name it?
It's written on my tights.
It makes no...
Is that so you can remember it?
I don't even think it's spelled right. What the hell is that symbol in the middle there?
That is an anarchy symbol, sir.
Anarchy.
Yes.
So you're an anarchist. All right, well, I'll tell you what, anarchist. I'm going to give you a chance tonight.
All right, fine.
You didn't do your homework. I'm going to give you a warning, too. Maybe before you came out here and tried to call me out, maybe in wrestling school, maybe you were the top student.
North South Wrestling Academy, baby.
Oh, that's so exciting! You were tops in your class. You should have asked the guys who've been around. You should have asked Max Burton, Scott Scarsdale. Ask all these guys. Ask Jake Evans what it's like to wrestle Curtis King. It's really not that much fun unless you really like the King. So what I'm going to do for you,
What are you going to do for me?
there, cutie, is something disturbing going on here too. What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to give you an opportunity to get out of this. Because the only way I wrestle is without any rules. You want to wrestle me, we do it with no disqualification. All bets are off.
Now, being that there's alcohol served at this thing, clearly none of you retards in the front row know anything about straight edge, but let me explain what it is that I am. I live a life conforming to my rules and no one else's rules. I live a life full of rules, Curtis Candy, so there's no way that I would ever accept the challenge under no rules.
And if you guys want the quick translation of all that, that's called I'm scared! Please don't hurt me, Curtis! You don't have a choice. Well, actually, I'll give you one choice. You want to go with me tonight? Good. We go this qualification. But I'm going to give you an opportunity. You don't pose much of a threat to me. So in about a minute, I'm going to turn my back on you. You shut your mouth, say nothing else, do nothing else. I'll let you walk out of here. We can go with the original plan everybody had in the back. If you open your mouth, take an action, wouldn't be too smart a move. You and I have at it later. But before I go on, let me just inform you of one thing. You might be young enough to be my son, but I'm already your daddy.
I guess tonight I'll have to turn myself into a monster to fight against the monsters of the world.
Yes, Ian Daniels making his way to the ring for this matchup. No DQ, anything goes. Made impromptu earlier tonight. With that, you might say a little controversial interview segment between Ian Daniels and his opponent tonight. I gotta say, I think we'd have to rename the show from Answer Damage to Change in Attitude, because that seems to be what we're seeing a lot tonight. We see Adam Badger's change in attitude earlier. We just saw Max Burton's complete attitude change. I have no idea where that is coming from. We have a change in the card because of Guillaume Desad Etanna attacking Cheech and Cloudy after their match.
And his opponent in this no DQ, anything goes matchup.
The living legend, you might say, in IYFW, the Super Troll Curtis Candy. Great to see him back here tonight. Amsterdam, New York is his home area. When he found out IYFW was going to be coming to the area, he definitely wanted to be a part of it. We have not seen Curtis since June of 2009 at the Coronation Cup 2009 event. This should be quite interesting, this special impromptu anything goes no DQ match. Curtis Candy, one of the most hardcore wrestlers you will ever meet. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing this matchup. Looks like Curtis doesn't want to start the match in the ring. He wants to start on the floor. It looks like Daniels is going to go for it. Looks like going to start this match on the floor. Curtis Candy talking with some fans at ringside. Here comes Daniels. Yes, they're going to start this match on the floor.
That's the best you can do. How about a Daniels chant?
Well, we've got a group of, I guess, some, as usual, we've got some Ian Daniels family in the audience tonight. And both men lock up on the floor. Hardcore match, you might say. Anything goes, no DQ, and they're starting it out there. Slap across the face from Curtis. To Curtis, excuse me. And an eye poke. And Curtis Candy now sends Ian Daniels into the ring. Right away, Daniels is backing off. Well, he asked for it. You want to try to insult Curtis Candy in his area like Amsterdam, New York? You are going to pay for it. Crisscross. Curtis slides out, and Ian is still going. Does he not pay attention? I swear. He's still going. He's stopped now, and he's out. Curtis sliding back in, goes right for a cover. Count of 1, 2, no. As you can see, Curtis Candy delivering some chops to Ian Daniels. And another one. Curtis Candy now picking up Ian Daniels. Yes, has him up in position. Slams him down to the canvas. And Ian looks like he's going to head for higher ground. Curtis Candy now, standing in the middle of the ring. And yet, that didn't take long. Curtis coming out after him. Pulling him out from underneath the ring. Oh, powder in the eyes. Ian just throwing powder right in the face of Curtis. And now Ian can pick his spots because Curtis cannot see anything. And now digging his fingers into the face and the eyes of Curtis Candy. Raking the bootlaces. Oh, and there's that chain. Well, it's as legal as a headlock in this matchup. Wrapping it around Curtis's throat. Dropping the leg across the back of the neck. And stepping right on the throat. It's no DQ. The referee can't really do anything about it. Ian now sending Curtis off the ropes. Oh, Curtis able to duck the clothesline. Slides through and misses the punch. Ian missed the shot there. Curtis with a boot. DDT! Curtis now going for a cover. 2 and no. Ian looked like he was trying to scamper out of the ring there, but Curtis got him out of there. No, Ian tosses Curtis out into the corner. And here comes Daniels now once again. And yes, he's got that chain wrapping it around the throat of Curtis. Look at that. Looked like Ian was turning Curtis right into the camera there. I'm not going to repeat that one. Ian now snap-bearing Curtis over. I am not acknowledging that in one way at all. And now Ian Daniels with a cover. Count of 2, no. And Curtis there delivers a low blow. No DQ. Super Troll sends Ian Daniels to the corner and nails him with a clothesline to the back. Curtis is out of the ring again. Let's see what he... And we've got a garbage can. Oh! But Curtis took a little bit too long to get in the ring. Ian cut him off there with that kick to the ropes right in the lower abdominal area. And now Ian has the garbage can.
I am the Crusader of old school.
Wow, there you go. Truly old school, you might say. Curtis Candy on the receiving end of a chin lock. Curtis is fighting up though, delivering some elbows. Sends Ian off. Has him in position. Super Troll sidewalk slam. Curtis has the garbage can. Oh, but Ian has that chain wrapping around his fist. He has no idea what waits for him. Curtis Candy with the garbage can and the hard punch, the punchline. And Curtis Candy the Super Troll gains victory in this no DQ matchup. Ian Daniels might say was outsmarted by the Super Troll. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, it is our explosive 4-way free-for-all main event for the In Your Face Wrestling Championship.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are back here. This match comes to us live from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The Montreal Wrestling Federation three-way dance action. As you see coming down to the ring right now, first of all, one half of the Flying Hurricanes, former IWS World Tag Team Champions. This is Kenny the Bastard. Kenny the Bastard been wrestling for, believe it or not, roughly 10 years up in the Canadian independent scene. Made a couple trips down to the States. Has wrestled for such promotions as Combat Zone Wrestling. Done a couple Ring of Honor dark matches. Jersey All Pro Wrestling. A well-traveled and well-schooled, dare I say, veteran. The man started wrestling when he was about 14 years old. So 10 years, he's not exactly what you'd call an old man. Also, thinks he's a lizard. I would be concerned. And for those of you who don't speak French, I will translate that for you. Weighing 199 and 1/4 pounds, hailing from Babylon, New York, here comes Ian Daniels. Ian Daniels, obviously not well known to these Montreal professional wrestling fans, but we're going to make an impact tonight here in his debut match in Canada. So Ian wiping his boots on the apron there, gets into the ring. Not that I'm saying Daniels has an ego, but if you look at his t-shirt right there, you can make out what the picture is. It is a big picture of himself. And here you see one of Canada's hardcore icons, the man hailing from Valleyfield, Quebec, Canada. This is Viking. I have no idea what they are saying in this song, as my French is very limited. But he does not look like a man that I would want to meet up with in a dark alley. You see him there, proudly sporting the Quebec flag draped over his shoulders. For those of you unfamiliar with your Canadian history, let me educate you slightly. Quebec, the only province in Canada that is attempting to get Les 101 passed, which is a law that would make them into a separatist nation, much like the Confederacy attempted to do during the American Civil War. Of course, this law has not passed as of yet, but if it ever does, Quebec will be recognized in its own independent country. Sounds like the song there of Viking was just chanting Ian Daniels, but surely that is not the case. Now again, this is a three-way dance. All men allowed in the ring at one time, but Viking appears at least that he is opting to stay on the apron. And I believe that is what he just said. Well, apparently he has changed his mind and is getting into the ring. Oh, mind games from the French Canadian as he again gets on the apron. The crowd here in Montreal clearly behind the hometown boys. Daniels facing two Canadians at a bit of a disadvantage, but there are no family ties in this match, no nationalistic pride. You know, Ian Daniels, he might not be the hugest, most jacked wrestler, but when you are facing 5'4", 138 pounds of Kenny the Bastard, Daniels can use what power he does have to overpower him. As you see there, the massive deltoids and triceps and biceps of Daniels, shoving Kenny the Bastard down 2 times in a row. Going for a third lockup. No! Kenny the Bastard go behind. Floats over into a side headlock now. Working Daniels over. Daniels going for a belly to back suplex. No! Going again. No! This time side headlock takeover by Kenny the Bastard. And now really wrenching on that headlock. Daniels with a hard forearm to the side. Shoots Kenny the Bastard off. Shoulder blocks him down. Big stomp, miss. Second. Third, miss. Wait, Viking coming into the ring and sends Daniels hard to the floor. And now all 3 men getting involved in the action. This one's breaking down quickly. Big chop. Oh! Viking with 6 brutal chops. Daniels and Kenny each delivered 2 vicious chops. And now Viking peeling his shirt off. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, when the shirt comes off, it's time to fight. Brutal chops. Kenny steps on his feet and Ian puts 2 fingers in the Viking's eyes. Big forearm. Forearm across the back. Looks like they're going... Oh! Double suplex into the ring post. Spinal cord meets steel pole. Steel pole always wins. Daniels, you see there with the European uppercut on Kenny the Bastard. There are no allegiances in this match. Clubbing forearm across the back. Shoves Kenny face first into the ring apron. Raises the boot into that exposed rib cage. Measuring him and a boot to the face. Viking now piling chairs up on the floor. This looks to be a dangerous proposition. Don't know what he has planned there. But he has grabbed. Hard to see from a vantage point. Yes, he has grabbed Ian Dales, and he is going for a suplex. Dales blocks it. Low blow. Wait, Kenny the Bastard jumps off Ian's back. Goes for the Bastard Bomb. No, Viking counters. Kenny grabs him. Sets him up. Side Russian leg sweep down onto the chairs on the floor. And Ian, as you know, being the old school wrestler that he is, wants no part of that action whatsoever. He's content to get in the ring, exchange holds, and win the match in a 1950s-esque fashion. Ian now sends Kenny in the ring. The thing about a side Russian leg sweep is it takes it out of both men. Huge scoop and a slam. Ian hits the ropes. Drops an elbow to the sternum, going for a cover. 2 count only. Kenny the Bastard kicks out. Kenny, a very resilient professional athlete. I've seen him thrown out of balconies, thrown on his head from 15 feet in the air, thrown off of ladders, and he's fine. Ian missed the clothesline. High cross body block by Kenny the Bastard. Ian with a vicious clothesline. Plants Kenny the Bastard down on his back. Viking still on the floor, recovering from the Russian leg sweep. Ian now. And you see the neck breaker across the knee. Picks up Kenny the Bastard now. Sets him up. Death Valley driver. Again, down across the knee. And now, knee planted firmly in back. Going for the surfboard stretch. Ian concentrating his offense on the back. Now, working over Kenny the Bastard, trying to garner a submission win. As the fans begin to rally behind Kenny the Bastard, Ian now loses his footing and steps back. Kenny the Bastard now slowly recovering, working his way up to his feet. 2 feet. No! Sends Ian in with 2 forearms now. Kenny up, going for the Bastard Bomb. No, settles for a sunset flip. Going for a cover. 2. No. Ian manages to kick out at the last second now. And now looking to follow up on Kenny the Bastard. But Kenny grabs him. Could be setting him up for the Bastard drop. Climbs the ropes. bastard drop. And planted firmly on the back of his head. Going to the floor. Kenny now. Up on Viking. Tilt-a-whirl. Flying head scissors. Viking shoots a clothesline. Gets him up. Water wheel suplex. Plants Kenny firmly down on his back. No idea what he just said. That, however, needs no explanation. Rolling chop in the corner. A second. Now setting him up for La Tourist de Policia, the cop killer. The Kudo driver, call it what you will. Kenny dropped firmly on the back of his head. 3 count for Viking. Ian Daniels too slow to recover and break up the count, folks.
This thing on.
Oh, Bailey, turn it up louder.
Stop clapping. Yeah, well, you want this spoon back, kid, haven't you? Moving on. So, I'm trying to breathe in this thing. Hey, let's talk. Everything gets in my way. Why do I wear this crap to the ring? Anywho, let me just explain myself for me. Wow, there's a lot of people here. No, I'm not excited there's a lot of people here. I'm just amazed that that many inbreds could fit in one building at one time. I really miss hearing my music, by the way, but the high-priced, members of the IYSW management couldn't afford to get a decent CD player to play my high-end CD.
You saw it! Scott Scarsdale paid for it.
That's right, Scarsdale couldn't afford it, but that's neither here nor there. So, would you shut up over there? I'm trying to talk and entertain people. It's what I do for a living, sir. I've got all night, so I will just keep talking, and this show will never come to an end. All right, so the kid with the bad hair over there is very intelligent. Everybody else I don't know about. So, anywho, I was supposed to be wrestling someone from Japan tonight, but he didn't get on his flight. So instead, they went out and got the first guy that was cutting the lawn down the road, and they're going to put him in the ring with me tonight. Is everybody excited to see a real Mexican luchador tonight? That was very exciting, wasn't it? Anywho, play this guy's music because I don't get paid by the hour and UFC 109's out of 10, so let's go.
And there we see Loca, Vida coming to the ring. And of course, Ian Daniels in the ring there, spouting off his usual verbal diarrhea for everyone's enjoyment. I think someone's playing around with the music back there. Can you tell them to lighten up on that? Loca Vida stepping in the ring. Loca Vida gets a lot of exposure for the Squared Circle Wrestling promotion out in the Western New York area. Wait, why does Ian still have the microphone? Can someone just turn it off, please? It's one thing when Ian's helping me on commentary.
Prepared prepared for, so I need to go check my playbook. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Where's he going? And was he wearing a Randy the Ram t-shirt? Oh my God, this kid's such a mark. I mean, I'm sorry. Yes, Loca Vida being checked down by referee Adam Brunton now. God, this has been a weird night so far here at Hanging by a Thread. We've seen the Killer Steves interrupt a match and ruin it. We just saw Jamar Magic Justice defeat Scott Scarsdale complete out of nowhere. Ian Daniels now, oh, he's back. Taking on Loca Vida now. And for anybody out there who just lost their vision, I apologize. Loca Vida, yes, he is from Mexico. He does not speak a word of English. Bell sounds, and this match is underway. Well, it looks like half the audience is going with Loca and half is not, but hey, that's pro wrestling. You can be whatever you want to be. Well, it looks like Daniels brought his family in tonight. Collar and elbow tie-up. And Vida now cranking up on the wrist lock while having a little grind action as well. Speaking of grind, the Grindhouse, collectively now known, Max Burton and TJ Scott, they are scheduled to defend the tag team titles against the Killer Steves coming up next. And Ian Daniels able to reverse. Roll through. Wait, is he Mexican or Russian? Well, whatever it was effective. And I don't think the Crusader of Old School is up on his Lucha Libre. And obviously not up on his old school moves. That just looked like he was pitching a fit. Okay, there's another lockup attempt, but Ian was able to go behind with the waist lock. Look at Vida. Reverses the hold and only a way I think he could. You could say that a lot of this is psychological on your opponent, but I think it's just complete tomfoolery. Another collar elbow tie-up now. Ian Daniels has a full Nelson applied. And it does look like Loca Vida is very impressed. And look at that break from Vida. Oh, but he kept himself open there, and Ian's able to grab the side headlock. Sends him off. And hey, we've got a crisscross. And Vida pops out of the ring, and does Ian know that Vida's gone? And Ian is slowly losing his air. And Vida sliding back in. Goes for the rope. We just saw this in the previous match. He can get the pin. No! That was close. There's a chop. And another chop. Sends Ian out of the corner. Loca Vida now follows in. Double knee attack. Stepping him in position. Might be going for 10 punches. There was some English and some Spanish in there. But Daniels is down. There's a cover. Count of 1, 2, and no. Only 2 count. Oh, Daniels raked at the mask there and probably got a thumb into the eye hole. And a shot to the throat, it looked like. Daniels trying to capitalize, trying to keep control. Double reversal. Daniels follows in, and Vida slips out of the ring. Big flying body press. A la Mills Mascatus there, but only can get 2. Oh, Ian Daniels, though. Grabbed a hold of tights, pulled Vida right into that turnbuckle. Snapmares him over. And drops the knee right on the side of the head. And now he's got the blatant choke. Typical old school. Adam Brunton right down to Ian's case there. Raking the bootlaces against the mask there. It's not going to do much against the face, though. Of course, I do have to mention that Ian Daniels is a full-fledged member of the Nubian lynch mob, which leads to that hangman's mask he was wearing earlier. And wait a minute, Vida with a roll-up. Sunset flip attempt. No, only gets 2. And an axe bomber takes down Vida. Now look at this. Stepping on the back of Vida, pulling back in the arms. I'm going to forebode all the Mexican surfboard puns I could throw in. And he is wrenching back on that. Vida really has no way of getting out of this hold. He can't get up on his knees to change up the leverage. He is just holding him there, torquing back on the arms. Vida's going to have to reach down deep to get out of it, and he has. He slipped away from it. But Ian was right there to catch him with a knee lift. Front Chantry now picks him up for a suplex. No! Vida able to counter out of it, but he won't be able to counter out of this now. Takes a big body slam from Daniels. And a punch right between the eyes. Another lateral press. Count of 2. No! Daniels now, where is he going? He's going up to the second. Is he going to the top rope? Nope, just the second rope. Getting in position. He's tapping everything. Oh no, come on. Yeah, he went for the Randy the Ram headbutt, and no one was there. Why don't you just try stealing a move from an actual wrestler, Ian? Vida has an opportunity to mount some kind of offense here. Daniels is reeling from missing that headbutt. Vida not able to capitalize. Struggling him back to his feet. Takes a right hand. And there's one back from him. Vida pounding away. Send off, reversal from Daniels. Beautiful head scissor takeover. Inside cradle, small package. He's got him 2 and no. Vida's got to keep up on Daniels with his speed. That seems to be a definite advantage for him. Daniels able to reverse again. Vida up and over the top. Body scissors there. Oh wait, Adam Brunton got in the way there. Just got nailed by Vida. Oh, wait a minute. What does Daniels have? Daniels had something that was on the apron. He just stuffed it in his tights. Ref Adam Brunton never saw it. There's a 2, and there's a 3. Now, the Crusader of old school, so typical. Using the foreign object on the foreigner, you might say, Loca Vida. Again, I guess we got an Ian Daniels family reunion here tonight, but doesn't change the fact Ian Daniels does get the victory. And hey, what is he doing now?
Our next match is for the SAW Cruiserweight Championship. Coming out first, weighing in at 180 practice in the back too. We have Scotty Vegas.
And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Daniel Danielson again, here commentating for another Saw Cruiserweight Championship matchup. This time featuring, of course, the topic of this DVD set. Ian Daniels taking on a challenger from Picnic Prince Edward Island, I believe was said. Anyways, a heck of a competitor here in Scotty Vegas. Scotty Vegas representing the main independent scene, making his way all throughout New England. Used to have more of a goofy kind of playful character, but now as you see, he's gotten down to the basics and he's working on his wrestling skill, and I think it should be a heck of a contest.
And his opponent, weighing in at 182 pounds from Babylon, New York, your SAW Cruiserweight Champion, Ian Daniels.
You hear a great reaction from the crowd for Mr. Daniels. The fans obviously very into everything he does as usual. Ian, of course, not the most popular competitor here in the Vermont region, but always seems to manage to pull out a victory in the end. And there you see the anarchist Ian Daniels removing his trademark gas mask. And unstrapping the SAW Cruiserweight Championship belt. Not giving the referee a chance to hold on to that belt that he earned in defeating Chris Henry. Ian making his way around the ring, much to the jeers of all the loyal fans who are in attendance. And holding up the championship belt that he's been holding for several months now. Daniels forcing referee Brad to hold open the ropes and ascends to the second rope and soaking in the adulation of the crowd. It should be a fine technical wrestling contest here between Daniels and Vegas. Of course, I am your host, Daniel Danielson. Referee Brad checking both competitors. Asking if both men are ready to go. Signals for the bell. Vegas extends the hand. Daniels says no. Vegas riding the crowd behind him here. Danielson and Vegas lock up, center of the ring. Power elbow tie up. Vegas moves into a side headlock. Referee Brad checking to see if Daniels wants to give up. Daniels says not a chance. Vegas really cranking down on that headlock. Daniels complaining of a hair pull. I did not see the hair pull myself. However, it's entirely possible that it could have happened, but I did not see it. Vegas, formerly famous for those type of tactics, however, not so much anymore. Like I said, he's gotten back to the roots of being a professional wrestler, a grappler, if you will. His finisher, of course, he patented Fujiwara armbar, and that's what you see. He's going to work on the arm of Daniels as we speak. Daniels cocking up the big right hand, but Vegas prevents that. Now just working over that arm of Ian Daniels. Bringing him all the way down to the mat. Switching immediately to that Fujiwara armbar. Daniels, knowing his ring positioning, grabs the bottom rope. Does not want to be caught in that for an extended period of time. Ian taking his time, stretching out the arm. Now both men lock up again. Vegas again takes the arm. Oh, I like that there. Jawbreaker on the arm. Again. Another one. And 2 knees driven into the arm of Daniels. And Vegas immediately back to the Fujiwara armbar, but Daniels immediately back to the bottom rope. And Daniels rolling to the floor. Breaking the momentum of Scotty Vegas. Does not want any part of that. I think Daniels might need to change his strategy in this match. Getting into a grappling contest with Scotty Vegas is not the best idea. And you see Vegas wants Daniels back in the ring, holding the second rope open for him. Daniels into the ring and breaks the count of 10. He's taking his time. He's getting the blood flow back into the arms, stretching out the tendons and the joints. Now the champ is ready to get back into the ring. He's heard him. He's going to warm his arm back up. Going for a push-up and falling. Apparently there's been some damage done to that arm. Second push-up. Collapses. And Vegas shoots back in for the Fujiwara armbar. But Daniels immediately rushes to the bottom rope. Daniels has got to rethink his strategy here. This is not working one bit. Thankfully, Ian Daniels is right-handed, and Vegas has been targeting the left arm. Both men lock up again. Oh! Knee to the stomach and a big clobbering forearm to the back. And a forearm to the chest. Goes to send Vegas in. Vegas with a reversal. Charges in. Big charging lay in the corner. Daniels stumbles out. Crumbles to the mat. But Daniels grabs 2 handfuls of Scotty Vegas' tights and sends him to the floor. Telling the fans to move out of the way. They're going to the crowd. What a psych job by Ian Daniels. Sends Vegas back into the crowd. Now choking Vegas on the top rope. And now Daniels clasps on his trademark maneuver, the side headlock. Turning Vegas from the referee's vision and hitting an illegal closed-fisted punch to the face. 3 of them now. Referee should really get into position. And now Daniels going after the arm of Vegas. Kick to the stomach. Scoop up. Big body slam. And drops the knee to the face. Daniels now going for a cover. Does not hook a leg. Nonchalant there and only gets a 2 count. You see him there again, stretching out that arm. Damage still done to that arm of Ian Daniels by Scotty Vegas. But Daniels working through. Perhaps his second win. Perhaps his adrenaline kicking in. Daniels again choking Vegas in the corner. Oh, wait a minute. You just saw Daniels put something back into his tights. I wonder if he's got that chain set up in there. And that's what he was choking Vegas with. Double knees in the corner. Vegas drops down. And Daniels, 2 knees to the chest. Lord Steven Regal, circa WCW 1995. Sends Vegas into the corner. Misses the charge, does Daniels. Vegas now. Sunset flip. Daniels knocks the heels together around the ears of Scotty Vegas. Both men to their feet slowly, but it's Daniels up first. Vegas turns around and is met with the big running mafia kick from Daniels to the face. Daniels now lifting up Vegas. Backbreaker and stretches him out. Going for a submission here. But again, Daniels with only 1 good arm. How much pressure could he really be applying with that left arm? You see Vegas nailing Daniels in the head with those right hands. And the crowd rallying behind the young man from the islands of Maine, British Columbia. I'm not even sure. I don't have a geographical map in front of me, but I can only assume that it is somewhere where they've trained good, solid professional wrestlers. Daniels now, European uppercut to the back, followed up with the snapmare, knee firmly between the shoulder blades, rear chin lock. I'm being handed a bulletin here. Scotty Vegas, originally from the main area, but has since relocated to the aisle. And as you know, many a great professional wrestler has competed or is from Maine. But let's not talk about the location. Let's talk about that clothesline from Scotty Vegas, of course, perhaps the most famous athlete coming from Maine. Vegas, jumping neckbreaker drop off the second rope, catches Daniels. Let's talk about perhaps the most famous former WWF Tag Team Champion, Tony Atlas. Of course, famous in the Maine area. The Boston Bad Boy, Tony Rumble, and his son, Jason Rumble. And now Scotty Vegas. Daniels with a wild swing. Atomic drop by Vegas. Wait a minute. Vegas going for a wheelbarrow. Oh! Folks, I don't know if you caught that on camera, but Daniels stuffing something back into his tights. He had pulled the chain out from his tights when Vegas went for the wheelbarrow, known in circles as the Nagasatero, or the Quebradora. You saw there, he clocked him with the chain in the temple and knocked out Vegas. Folks, I thought we were going to see a good, clean wrestling contest, but apparently that was not the case. We did right up until the end, where Daniels used his trademark Memphis chain and stole a victory.
Here you see the challengers for the Indian Face Wrestling Tag Team Championships tonight. They're my color commentator, Ian Daniels, being backed up by the 375-pound Etanna. Already stated tonight, Guillaume Desaad, the leader of the Nubian Lynch Mob, is not here tonight, suspended off this event for his actions at hanging by a thread. But all members of the Nubian Lynch Mob going for championships tonight. This is the first matchup in which that is happening. As far as I know, this is Ian's and Etanna's first time teaming together, even though they've been training together. We'll see what they have learned, and if any continuity comes out of their combination tonight. You see Max the Axe Burton and CJ Scott, and Burton seems to have a look of, well, let's just say he looks pissed. CJ Scott going around tagging some hands, and looks like Burton is just kind of walking around there. If you want to talk about a tag team, you've got one right here in the Grindhouse. CJ and Burton won the tag team titles at Thrashing Through the Snow back in December. Successfully defended them against the Killer Steves in the last match of Hanging by a Thread, which was a great tag team matchup. Check out iLoveWrestling.com to get your copy of that DVD. Burton and CJ did put the challenge out to any tag team in the professional wrestling world, not just in IYW, but anybody, to come to this promotion and challenge them. And we have not received any challenges from any other promotion in New York, Vermont, New England, Canada, from all around the country, all around the world. You can take that for what it's worth, or any way you want. And Looks like Burton, the experienced member of his team, going to take on Ian Daniels, the experienced member of his team. And Daniels claiming one of the tag team belts now. Etanna holding it up high. Could it be a foreshadow of things to come? Who knows? Bell sounds, we're underway in this IYW Tag Team Championship matchup. Daniels and Burton now sizing each other up. These two men are no strangers. They've faced each other many times here in IYW. Burton goes running to a hammerlock there, spins around front face lock. Comes around with the wrist lock, takes him down. Now stands over Ian. Double chin lock applied. And Ian Daniels gets to the ropes there, and Burton gives him a little love tap on the midsection there. It was open hand, Ian, so you can't complain about that. Another collar and elbow tie up at the center of the ring, and Ian comes up with a headlock. And a cheap shot right there, behind the referee's back. Speaking of hanging by a thread, that event was so wild and crazy, so many unpredictable things that happened that night. So far, this show has been a lot more on the format, if you will. And look at that, Burton just rubbing the face of Ian Daniels into the canvas. And he just spanked him. Is it Burton waiting for the crowd reaction? And he does, spanks Ian again. Daniels looking very, very, I don't know what Burton has in mind there, but please don't do that. Shooting a half there. Rolls Ian back over into his shoulders, but is keeping control. Burton is a sound technical wrestler. He knows how to control the momentum in that ring. Daniels there, rakes the eyes of Burton. Sends him off, Burton reverses. And a flying forearm there from Ian Daniels. And what is Daniels doing? Is he tuning up the band? What is it, Minor Threat or somebody? Yes, he's going for a super kick, but Burton caught him. Spins him around. And I think Burton might be going for a tombstone. I think he was going for a tombstone, but Ian Daniels, and wait, he can't see. Did he actually just do that? 5-knuckle shuffle, he missed it. Thank God, that move is so retarded. Spinebuster a la Batista now. What is going on here? Burton now, is he going for the Batista bomb? It's a bomb, all right. Wait, there's a roll through. And I think Daniels just going for the walls of Jericho now. What is going on here? Burton kicks Daniels off. In position. Spear! We just saw 3 matches focused at WrestleMania this year in about a minute. Well, yes, it's WrestleMania weekend next week, but man, this is very unlike these two athletes, but tag is made. Scott is in now. Double boot to the midsection. Kick to the knees there. Ian is down in position. Double kick there. And 2 boots to the face. Great tag team offense there from the champions. Count of 2 and no. CJ Scott had a firm deep hook of the leg there, but was only able to get 2. I still can't believe those shenanigans we just saw there, but the tag is made, and in comes Etanna. I don't think there's going to be any shenanigans now. The heavy hand of the Nubian Lynch Mob now locking up with the Wolf. And CJ gets sent right off. I don't know how CJ feels about stepping in the ring with Etanna, but CJ conversing with Burton about something. Yes, CJ, yes, he evaded the lockup there, going for a waist lock. I don't even think he can lock his hands around the bulbous midsection of Etanna. And this there, Etanna just breaks it easily. And a chop over the top of the head. Shot right to the throat there with that thrust. CJ has set him in the corner. No, he sidestepped him there. Tag is made. Burton now getting sent in. Runs a knee right into Etanna. And a cannonball and another knee from Burton there. And now the axe is standing on the neck of Etanna. Burton now. He has stepped in the ring with Etanna before. Going for a snapmare, but Etanna is blocking it. And a shot right to the top of the head there with another one of those vicious overhead chops. Etanna now has control of Burton as he tags Ian Daniels back into the ring. Boot right to the midsection. Daniels now snapmares Burton over. Oh, he's going for the kick in the back. You know he's not going to do it. Yeah, of course not. Token offense from Ian Daniels, grabbing that double chin lock. Daniels now digging that knee in the small of the back and drops a knee right across the face. Lateral press. Only gets a 2. And now blatant chokehold. And does Ian have a claw on the stomach of Burton? Someone called Baron von Raschke. I think we have a copyright infringement or something. Ripping away at the abdominals of Burton there. Burton has his hand up in the air, and he's got a claw on Ian. Now someone call Kevin Von Erich. He's the only one still alive, right? Yeah, someone call Kevin Von Erich. No, Lacey doesn't count. Yes, he's got the claw hold applied to Ian Daniels. And just gives a kick right to the midsection. Setting up Ian for a high vertical suplex possibly. No, Ian is able to block. And able to block again. Daniels now sends Burton off the ropes and catches him with an elbow right in the midsection. And tag is made to Etanna. Daniels seems to be directing traffic out there. Double T move coming up here. And a double stomp assisted from Etanna. They've been working on the midsection of the axe so far. That could be their modus operandi here. And now, ripping the trapezius muscle is Etanna. CJ Scott is a long way away from Max Burton. Ian Daniels, yes, he's instructing Etanna. Burton seems to be trapped in this trapezius claw. He cannot seem to get out of it. Etanna just throws Burton right down. Coming off the ropes, look out! Big splash, but Burton got out of the way. Burton has his opportunity now to make a tag if he can get over there to CJ Scott. A tag made on Ian, and there's one to CJ. And CJ comes in with a big clothesline for Daniels. Back elbow drops him as well. Overhead suplex there. Lateral press, kind of hook the leg, man. Ian Daniels too close to the ropes though. CJ Scott made a cardinal mistake. Did not drag Ian out to the center of the ring. That very well could have been it. Picks up Daniels, slams him down. And CJ now. Looks like he's heading to the top rope. This seems to be uncharted territory for CJ, but he got caught there by Etanna. And it seems whatever momentum the champions had is over. Daniels now ramming those knees into CJ's face, snapmares him over. Oh, not the grenade thing again. Double knees to the midsection. Another cover attempt, count of 2 and no. As Ian Daniels focusing on the midsection of the champions, and now has gripped CJ Scott in a front face lock. And CJ is trying to maneuver. Ian Daniels close to Max Burton. He's right there, he can make a tag. And it seems that Ian is trying to coerce Etanna into the ring. Etanna, I don't know if he understands English, but he was not following through there. Daniels, though, cut off CJ with a shot to the midsection again, and another knee to the breadbasket. I would definitely say that Ian has been a definite leader in this team tonight. But again, I don't know if Etanna is completely understanding all his direction. And now it's CJ Scott on the receiving end of this offense from the challengers. CJ goes up and slammed down hard. Well, if the Nubian Lynch Mob is able to capture the tag team titles in this matchup, that will be such a momentum changer here in IYFW. And now we've got a double team going on. Max Burton yelling at the referee as Etanna engulfs CJ in a big Yakuza kick from Ian Daniels. That could very well be it. Now Etanna standing on CJ Scott. Count of 2 and no. You see Etanna chopping away at the top of the head and the neck. The Nubian Lynch Mob just seems to want to decimate the champions. Burton trying to get the audience behind CJ. He is fighting back with everything he has. CJ's fought his way back up on his feet. Right hand after right hand, but another chop to the top of the head, and that's all it takes. That's all's needed to drop CJ. And Ian Daniels makes that tag again. Now Ian now positioning CJ on the ropes. And standing right on top there. Is the referee counting? I can't tell. It looked like Adam Brunton was counting there, and Ian relinquished the hold. And now an abdominal stretch. More attack on the midsection and the ribs. And there you see, look at that. Classic old school tactic there, you might say. Ian Daniels using Etanna for extra leverage. Adam Brunton not seeing a thing. Ian now grabbing Etanna again. More torque on CJ. Did Brunton see it there? I don't know if he saw it there or not. But there was enough of a distraction for CJ to make the comeback there with that hip toss. Ian Daniels able to cut off CJ there before he could go for the tag. Etanna's tagged in though. It's very close. He might be there. And no. The Shabazz Tribe Warrior stops CJ from making the tag. Seems that the Lynch Mob has done a good job. Well, I was about to say has had a good job of keeping the champions at bay, but this might be the shot CJ needs to make the tag. Step up in Zaguri. Tag is made to Burton. And tag is made to Daniels. Running forearm from Max. And another one. Burton now. Sending Ian off the ropes. Ian reverses it. Put his head down. Paid for it with a knee. Burton now going after Etanna, who's still in the ring. Oh my goodness. And a forearm right to the back of the head. And Burton is on fire now. Catches Ian. Catches him in the midsection. Face first with the knee. Spinning neck breaker. And Burton seems to be in complete control. A tag is made to CJ Scott. Looks like a double team move on Ian Daniels coming up. And no, Ian held on the ropes. And the champions turn right around into a double clothesline. Well, Ian and Etanna are both in the ring. The champions are both in the ring. I don't remember now who's legal. But Etanna is standing tall and now has gripped both the champions, pulling them back up off the apron. Double elbow from the champions. And a double super kick takes him down. Ian Daniels, he gets caught there with a shot to the midsection. Might be time for an exploitation. And they nailed him with it. And wait, Burton's going for the cover too, and it's over. And the Grindhouse gained victory with and retained the tag team titles, but honestly, I don't think Burton was legal. I think CJ Scott was legal, but I don't know why Burton felt he needed to go for the cover. But it doesn't change the fact that the Grindhouse are still the In Your Face Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
No time wasted, ladies and gentlemen, right into the music. And as you recognize that familiar tone, this is the one, the only. This is the Anarchist, Ian Daniels. Of course, draped in the flag of New York State, wearing the gas mask. Of course, this match again taking place for Slam All-Star Wrestling in northern Vermont, where the people might be plentiful, but the teeth are not. Sorry, I was handed that quote directly before the match. Of course, Ian Daniels, as always, very popular here in the great state of Vermont. Again, I'm sorry, I'm being handed memos and such from Mr. Daniels, representatives, that I have to say nice things about him and insult the things he doesn't believe in, but I am an unbiased commentator, folks. And there you see the flag of Excelsior. The flag of the Empire State, of New York. The fans widely booing that flag. However, I don't even know if the fans in Vermont even know that that is the flag of New York State.
His opponent, CJ Scott, weighing in at 225, coming from Bethune, New York.
And here comes the man now known as the Wolf, CJ Scott. Another man originally from New York, of course, more popular up here with the Vermont fans as he travels around the ring, pandering to them, slapping hands, kissing babies, while Ian Daniels is in the gym working out. You see Scott getting the adulation from the crowd. Daniels, not so much interested in that. He is a professional wrestler. He does not care what the people think of him. To quote the great Harley Race, listen to them and don't care. Do what you have to do to win. See our referee here, the always popular Adam Brunson. Daniels now getting into the ring.
It's yours.
Born ready. Absolutely.
And here we go.
Let's hear some love, white trash.
Daniels asking for love from the white trash. Probably not the best way to get adulation. CJ Scott, on the other hand, a well-respected chorus of cheers. And now Daniels asking for love from scumbags. Again, probably not the best stratagem. CJ Scott again. I think Daniels has had just about enough of this. You see him charging in. He misses the charge in the corner. CJ Scott lifts him up high. Big scoop and a body slam. Daniels scoots right out of the ring.
Come on, Edie. Back him off. I got 10 seconds to recover. Holy. 1,
And apparently damage was done to Ian Daniels' lower back from that.
Shut up, rednecks! Come on. Back him up. You know what? I think I'm going to take a little more time.
Daniels looking to get back in the ring, but CJ Scott charged at him, and Ian had no part of that. Now CJ Scott.
Pardon me, sir.
CJ Scott sneaks up behind Ian Daniels. Daniels now running around the ring. Slides back into the ring. CJ Scott follows him in. Daniels misses the double stomp. Feet taken out from under him. CJ Scott pulls him out to the ring. And Daniels sent face first into the ring canvas. CJ Scott lifting him up, going for the air raid crash. Daniels makes his way to the ropes. He's got an arm on that rope, a leg wrapped up, and he almost sent to the floor. Daniels holding on there.
No way, I gotta prepare some more. I gotta do some Hindu squats. I gotta prepare some more.
Did Daniels just say he was going to do some Hindu squats? I believe that was one Hindu squat, and Daniels is catching his wind. Collar and elbow lockup. CJ Scott takes the arm. Daniels cocking back for the right hand.
Got a knuckle sandwich if I can feed it to you. I don't think so.
Every time he goes to throw that big right hand, CJ Scott cranks on that arm. Hammerlock into a headlock. Back to the top wrist lock. Daniels going to roll out, and CJ Scott just lets the arm go, and Daniels crumples to the mat. Back to the arm. Takedown into the Fujiwara armbar, and Daniels grabs the ropes.
Oh, I hurt so bad. Keep burning him. Check that for you. Yes, please. Thank you, Adam. Hey, you're not Adam.
CJ Scott again working that arm, dropping the leg and applying pressure, using his knee as a pivot point to rake down pressure across the arm of Ian Daniels. Daniels with two shoulders down to the mat. CJ Scott again. Rakes the arm around. Top wrist lock, and Daniels, knowing his ring positioning, places a foot on the apron. And as referee Adam Brunton goes to get in there, Daniels rakes the eyes. CJ Scott cannot see. Two-leg pick out. And Daniels with a double leg takedown.
This one's for Nick Vida.
And a boot to the stomach, followed up by the Nick Peak elbow.
Just like the Yankees, we win everything.
Oh, the bootlaces down across the eye.
That's all right, kid. You should have been taken care of before you were even born.
Wow, the language in this matchup coming out of Ian Daniels is just quite honestly not appropriate for young children. Choking CJ Scott on the top rope again. Big forearm. But Daniels with the right hand to the gut. Arm wrench. Boot to the gut.
What's up, pal?
Drops down in a big uppercut. Again, Daniels focusing his offense on the stomach of CJ Scott. Sergeant Slaughter-esque double stomp. Again, down to the stomach. You have to wonder, is Daniels going to look for the Baron Von Raschke stomach claw later on in this match? What kind of finishing maneuver, a coup de grace, is he looking to put on to CJ Scott? Ooh, big European uppercut by Daniels. Irish whip in. CJ ducks the line. Step up Instiguri, catches Daniels right in the back of the head. Daniels begging off in the corner. British headbutt to the stomach. Sergeant Slaughter gutbuster.
Here comes the big grenade, baby! Boom!
Daniels with a big grenade! And 2 knees down across the stomach of CJ Scott.
See if he still wants to go. Not even English?
Nothing flashy about the offense of Daniels. It's just all targeting the stomach of CJ Scott. Perhaps Daniels knows something we don't. Reversal into a jawbreaker by CJ Scott. And again, looking to set him up for the air raid crash. But Daniels slips out the back door. And another big right hand to the stomach.
I'm working his gut, chump.
Daniels now clinches on a side headlock. Irish whip. Clothesline duck. Kitchen sink. Knee into the stomach. Sends Scott for a ride. You hear CJ Scott there complaining about pain in his spleen. And that's a great shot of the ring post there. Daniels now. Deposits CJ Scott onto the apron. 2 feet to the stomach and Scott crashing down to the floor.
Your mom should have aborted you.
Wow.
Get out the way. We're coming into the crowd. And move. Move it. Come here, girl. I'm taking him right from you. Move it.
Daniels going to send Scott to the crowd. Oh, ho, ho. And again sends him back into the apron. They're back in the ring. But CJ Scott has had enough of his antics. He's firing back. But again, CJ Scott's gut has been severely damaged. And there you see. Big right hand to the gut and a knee. Daniels now. Apparently was rocked by that a little bit. Delivers an elbow to the stomach though. Calling for a pile driver now. Can't get CJ Scott up. CJ Scott again. Looking for that air raid crash. Daniels punishing him as much as he can. They both back into the ropes. Daniels with a big forearm shot. Both men in the corner. Oh, catches the boot. CJ Scott. Double springboard. Big forearm. Catches Daniels right in the temple. Daniels with a glassy look in his eyes. Has no idea where he is. CJ Scott now trying to get the crowd to rally behind him. Looking to catch his second win. Catch the adrenaline. Daniels has no idea where he is, but CJ Scott has him. Belly to belly suplex out of the great Magnum TA and the not so great Shane Douglas. Catches him now. Greco-Roman backdrop. Belly to back suplex. CJ Scott going for the third in his 3 suplex combination. High vertical coming up. Oh! Takes Daniels over. But you see Scott there holding his stomach, slow to make a cover. But Daniels just barely able to roll the shoulder. I think if CJ Scott's stomach was not injured, then that possibly could have been everything for this match. CJ Scott charges. Daniels saw that coming from a mile away. Drops down. Schoolboy. Daniels put on the ropes. But referee Adam Blunden, for the first time in his miserable life, sees somebody with their foot on the ropes.
Check on him. I think he broke his stomach. Okay?
Adam, notoriously known as the blind referee, completely misses everything usually, but he caught that. But Daniels uses that as a distraction. He's got the Memphis chain. He's got the Memphis chain. Referee Adam completely missed that. Wait, CJ Scott catches him with it. He's got him set up. Air raid crash. Wow, folks, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself. CJ Scott still down and injured, but with the major come from behind victory.